What's up, host team? I'm so excited because this weekend your host team room is going to look a little bit different, and here's one of the cool things that I love is this clock here in the back, which is here so we never miss the very last part of service when people have the opportunity to trust God with their life, because I know that's why each and every one of us show up to serve on Sunday, is to help people be welcomed and loved so they can be open to that moment. And so thank you guys so much for that. The other thing I'm very excited about is across the hall in our hosting closet, we have a cubby space for any personal belongings that you all may have that you may not want to have with you while you serve. So in the hosting closet right here is a great space for all those, and these doors are always closed during the service so you can know that they're safe. Parking team, one of the most impactful moments you have every single week outside of that welcome experience is actually the exit experience. So every time after we leave second huddle, make sure you still have on the yellow, grab that walkie-talkie so you can still have great communication with your team and your leader. And let's make sure that we always have one person right here in the parking lot to really help the flow of traffic, whether it's stopping oncoming traffic or directing those to leave one direction. The next most important piece is actually going to be to have a volunteer here at this crosswalk. What we know about our guests is many of them leave and they enter and they cross that little path right there. So if we can have a volunteer that's right near there to help make sure traffic does not impede them, so they always feel safe, because what we know about the host team is when you feel safe, you feel welcome, and you can be open to the truth of God's word. You can make sure that the very last moment our guests have is incredible and filled with a smile, so people cannot wait to get back here next Sunday. Parking team and greeting team, this Sunday it actually might rain a little bit. So with that in mind, know that we always have ponchos in the back. Your leaders will know where to find those, so we can make sure that we are always outside for our guests so they know they are welcome as they are before they even come into the building. Ushers, what we know is every single week people are coming into our auditorium and they're looking for a place to sit. And you guys do that better than anybody else of making sure they have a seat. Now we know that it's always loud, the lights are going, and it's still somehow dark. And you guys have one of these flashlights, which makes it so easy for guests to find you. Even if they lose you for a moment, they look for that flashlight and they're like, oh, okay, that's where they are. So thank you so much for using these every single opportunity so guests are more comfortable and open to God's word. Hospitality team, this week we're going to continue our focus on the guest experience outside of our hospitality station. What that means is we're going to look for those tables and chairs in the lobby to make sure that they're always ready for the next guest. So maybe you walk up to a table and you see it looks like this. We'll take care of any trash. We'll go ahead and throw that away and scoot in those chairs. So that way every single guest knows that that seat is ready for them. Parking team, the element we are going to... Element. Over the next 6 weeks, we want to focus on, we want to help something else, maybe a jacket.